Hey, Sammy. Thanks for being patient. I actually got into town a little bit later than I was supposed to. My flight was delayed, so I was supposed to be home by like 1 o'clock, and I think I got home at like 5:30. So yeah, I was delayed in Dallas, unfortunately. Anyways, I wanted to tell you that while I was shuffling your cards, the sun flew out, so that's always good. Came right out. And now we have like a mess of cards. All right, we have the Six of Pentacles on top, so some equal give and take. Things might be starting to flow evenly. Do I see the sun again on the bottom? I don't know. Maybe. All right, so I'm going to cut the deck, and we'll do the full Celtic here. Let's see what we got. Justice. All right. Got some. Oh man, we have a lot of majors. Okay. Got the Lovers and the foundation of the spread. Okay. So, current situation, you have the Justice card. So, everything is even. And if you remember when I was shuffling, I said that the Six of Pentacles came out, which is kind of the minor version of the Justice card. It's equal give and take. It's fairness. It's holding the sword of truth. It's commanding that attention that you've worked for. So I really like the Justice card in your current situation. It is crossed by the Hermit. So you could be really busy. Maybe you don't have enough alone time. Maybe you need to regroup. Maybe you are burnt out a little is kind of what I get. Everything's looking good though. I mean, there appears to be pretty good balance. But when the Hermit is crossing this, it could be just, there could be balance as far as, work and money, but there's, the home life. You need more balance in your home, or in the self-care. You need more balance for yourself. You're probably burning the candle at both ends a little bit, because sometimes when the Hermit comes out reverse, it's just like, are you doing too much? And you have two majors here. So there's also change here. Obviously, you got the Justice card crossed by the Hermit, which, Libra, which is nice balance, and then crossing it is the Virgo card reversed. So things that it's important, it's imperative for you to take time for yourself. Don't get stuck there, but it is imperative. I mean, usually like when I have majors like this, it's imperative. But I love this. What is in your headspace? The Magician. I mean, you manifested all this. So you just need to realize it. No, I think you already realize it, know it, but the Magician coming up in your headspace is kind of saying that you manifested all this. So this is why you got the Justice card. This is why it's bringing peace and harmony and balance. But also that peace, harmony, and balance, ironically enough, comes at a price of maybe self-care not being performed, or you not taking enough time for yourself, being overloaded. But you're here for it. I mean, the Magician in your headspace can't get a much better of a card in your headspace, to be honest. Now I'm going to skip down to the bottom here, your foundation. You have the Lovers reversed. You had to make some hard decisions, especially based, on deciding I don't want to be with this person anymore. And honestly, in the foundation for your spread, it's kind of getting unchained and unbound from somebody, making a good decision that's painful, that hurts, but you're doing it. You made the right decision, even though it was a hard decision. And it's in the foundation of your spread. So you have all majors. So if we go down this row here, very powerful. Your current situation's the Justice, being crossed by the Hermit, which is, again, getting yourself in balance, spiritually, emotionally. In your headspace, you have the Magician. In the foundation, you have the Lovers reversed, which is that hard decision. And obviously you manifested this. This is beautiful. So what do we have in your past? Well, we have the King of Swords. So, that King of Swords a lot of times just, for me is an X. It's an X situation. It doesn't necessarily have to represent a person, but it's an X. It's like, nope, swords, done. Boundary setting, cutting this out, cutting out, moving forward. So sometimes when, there's a significant other past an X swords. So this is coming out in your past. Going to the future, we have the Knight of Cups reversed. So we have like hurt and loss and loss of love, or a breakup or whatever, but this knight still wants to keep on going towards something different. But is again, you're ready for that now? The hermit suggests no, and the Knight of Cups reverse suggests not quite ready for that. But it's still a knight, and it's still cups, and it's coming out in your future. It's interesting you have the 2 court cards. The Knight of Cups can also be, anybody returning from your past that's not going to be it's going to be emotionally manipulative. It can be that, or it can be you just being cautious about, wanting to give your cup of love to anybody moving in the future. And quite honestly, you're not even, I think you're focused on, this power strip that you have in the middle is what you're focused on. Magician, Justice, the Lovers, and even, and in the Hermit. If we don't even look at the reversals, those are 4 major arcana in a 6-card spread. So, again, I love it. So let's go over to the side and see what the advice column is. Like it. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, how do you feel about the situation? Queen of Cups reversed. Similar to that Knight of Cups energy. There is sadness, there is emotional, I don't know if the word's turmoil, but there is some heavy emotions coming out. But at the same time, there's healing. The Queen of Pentacles, I just want to keep calling this Queen of Pentacles. Because anyway, the Queen of Cups is nurturing, caring. Sometimes she gives too much of herself. Sometimes, there's a little bit of selfish quality here. And I like the selfish quality that's coming out here. I think it's advantageous for you right now. I think it's what you have to, sorry, I had to adjust something. I think it's what you have to do. If you look at her, she's sad, she's kind of sad, but there's a reason for that. It's that healing process that you have to go to. And that's how you feel about your current situation. Maybe a little bit emotionally overwrought, to be honest. All right. So what's coming out in your external influences? You have an 8 of Pentacles reversed. So this is a lot of hard work. This is the card of manifestation too. This is, but through hard, diligent work. And so sometimes when this 8 of Pentacles comes out, it's like maybe you didn't realize how much hard work. Maybe there's a lot more hard work ahead. Because again, this is coming out in your external. Let's see what else we got. We have the Knight of Swords reversed. And then we have the Judgment card reversed. Also could have to do with, moving forward. Honestly, we got, so if we look at the 8 of Pentacles reverse, it's cutting somebody out of your life that's not working. That's not for your highest good, because this is external. Next person out is the Knight of Swords. So what I told you about the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, that kind of energy is X. It's X energy. And then you have the Judgment reversed. And I don't know if you know this about me as a reader. I always get Judgment and Justice together. I don't know. They just attract each other for me as a reader. So the Judgment reversed is not giving second chances, being like, you know what? I don't want to give second chances. I'm good. I'm going to take my chances alone. It's that sort of energy. Let me see what your challenge is with the external. Yeah, we have the Hierophant. This is kind of, the Hierophant is to remain stable, sometimes structure is good. And I know that structure, is not something, usually it's like, oh, free spirit, intuition. But in this case, your challenge is going to be to keep structure, to keep going, keep moving forward. The Hierophant is also Taurus energy. So it's Venus, it's, loving yourself, it's loving what you're doing, moving forward. There's a little bit of stubbornness, but I think it's good. It's a little bit of bullheadedness, and I think it's good, because this is what your challenge is when you're facing this 8 of Pentacles reverse that's not working, the Knight of Swords that's not working, and the Judgment card reverse. A lot of times the Judgment card reverse it'll be somebody trying to come back to you, or just that energy still lingering. And again, that is in your external. What are your hopes and fears? You have the 9 of Needles, or the 9 of Swords. So, the 9 of Swords is obviously a fear. It's anxiety, it's stress, it's insomnia, it's depression. It's a fear. It's valid. So, it's interesting because with this heavy duty, power strip here, then we kind of see a little bit of the minors that are supporting these big things. That it's like, yes, I'm here for it, but also. So interestingly enough, we're going to take clarifiers. You have a lot of swords, which is totally normal, I think, in your post-breakup situation. So we have the Page of Swords reversed. So this can be, again, with the King, the Knight, the Page, they're all here. And so the Page of Swords reversed can really just be being guarded, not going back on your boundaries. Like if you look at these, I don't, if you are a Nightmare Before Christmas fan, but I mean, they are untrustworthy. You know what I mean? It's like you stick to your plans. The Hierophant is saying that's going to be your challenge, is to stick towards boundaries, stick towards structure. Let's see what else in your outcome. All right, so we have a 7 of Swords reversed. Yep, be proactive. And then the next one is the the 2 of Wands. Take your power back. Take your power back. That's what's flanking these, feeling like, maybe a lack of trust or just being guarded. We have the 7 of Wands reversed, which I like that card better reversed. That's taking a proactive approach. And then you have the 2 of Wands, which is taking your power back. So I hope that helps. I think it's a pretty clear reading. I think there's a lot of success here. I think you're doing a bang-up job. Chi-Chi. Sorry. Get over here. Sorry, that's my dog. Anyway, and again, your challenge is going to be to kind of, stay structured. Think inside the box instead of outside the box, which you can look at it as is not necessarily, yes, you can still think outside the box, but within thinking about money, thinking about stability, thinking about longevity. That's what your challenge is going to be. But I mean, your external influences all reversed. 8 of Pentacles reversed. Something, in the externals not working. When I have a Knight of Swords reversed and a Judgment card reversed, somebody you have to just be guarded against. And I think, even if that particular person doesn't try to come back, there might be that residual. But if we break this down and take just the majors out, so I'm going to take all the minors out, and we're just going to go over the majors to kind of drive home the point, right? So we're going to take, it was Justice, Hermit, Magician, Lovers, Judgment, So I like it. So even if we just take the majors, the first one is the Justice card. This is seeking balance, truth, honor, honesty, just being kind of like, it's not that you necessarily, yes, you're working hard. It's not necessarily that you want the scales, you just want balance. And you are willing to put in the work that you want the profits and you want to see the outcome. So that's the first card. The next one, again, Hermit reversed. It can be just to not burn yourself out, to take better care of yourself. It's not always easy to do when you're a go-getter, when you're, an Aries that you are, burning the candle at both ends. So this is kind of imperative to make sure that you regroup. Next card, Magician. You manifested this. This is the middle card in between what surrounds you. So if you look, so you have the Justice, the Hermit, the Magician, and then you have the Lovers and the Judgment card. So this is right in the middle. The Magician's right in the mix. The Magician's like, yes, I manifested the good, bad, the ugly. And then, of course, we have the Lovers reversed, which you made the right decision. And this is the kind of what had, these two, the 2 cards that are prior to the Magician are the Justice card and the Hermit. So the Justice is like, I want things to be, I want to, equal give and take. I want to put in what I get out. And I look at this more as just like spiritual path, wellness, business. It can be love as well, although we didn't have a lot of cups. We had you presenting as the Knight in the Queen of Cups, but it's about self-healing. It's about going inward and kind of taking selfish time. I mean, the Hermit, all the Queen, the Knight of Cups represented you. So after the Magician, we have the Lovers reversed. This is kind of like sticking to that decision you made out of love, that hard decision you had to make, obviously. And then you have the outcome, which is the Judgment reversed. And so when I look at the Judgment reversed, it's kind of like, you know what? No second chances at this point for anybody who's not really kind of been there for me, that hasn't proven. But the judgment reversed, if we even take it out of that context, the judgment reversed can just be strike while the iron is hot. I don't want to miss any opportunities. And sometimes when we're caught up in personal relationships, we miss out on opportunities when we're preoccupied with toxic people or situations or people that aren't for our good. So I love it. I'm going to pull a card from the bottom to see what your challenge is. Again, we're breaking it down. Challenge is the Eight of Wands. I mean, the Eight of Wands is fast-moving energy. It's Cupid's arrow. And again, does it have to be love? No, but it's good communication. It's throwing spaghetti on the wall and seeing what sticks. It's movement forward. So that's what your challenge is going to be, is to just keep the flow going, keep moving forward, keep the momentum up. So, Sami, I hope that helped. I really like it. I think it's a real powerhouse of a reading. So, hope you enjoyed it.